Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Stanley and along with my wife Jen, we are the Crumbs in the Philippines. Just a Phil-Am couple living a regular life here in Lipa City, Batangas, and sharing our everyday experiences with you so you can kind of get an idea of what it's like to be a retired expat in the Philippines and whether that's something that you might like to do yourself. Okay? So today I'm going to talk about 2 years I've been in the Philippines and what are my reflections, any regrets I have, or anything like that, and what have I noticed about the culture in the 2 years that I've been here. And I've made some notes to go through to keep it kind of short and keep me on track because I have a tendency to tell stories. I'm a good storyteller. It came in handy back in my coaching and teaching days when I was dealing with young students, but not so much so for the videos. I have to watch myself or I have a tendency to ramble. Okay. I hope you guys were able to catch our last video where we went to the waterfalls up in Mahayhay. Really beautiful video. If you haven't seen that, go back to our channel and check that out. It's the one video that's right before this one. And also, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing and always like these videos. It helps us push these out to more and more viewers to help our channel grow. We really appreciate you guys that watch consistently and comment. We always try to answer all of our comments as much as possible. It's not possible to do all of them because even as small as our channel is, we get a lot of comments. And we appreciate the interaction with each and every one of you guys. But if you're new to the channel, just take a moment and go check it out and see if there's any videos that we've done in the past that might interest you. Because we cover a wide variety of topics like cost of living and what it's like living in a subdivision and what life is like here on the main island of Luzon, and more specifically in the Lipa City region, and some of the places you can go and visit and enjoy on day trips and things like that. Also just practical prices, ways to get around, your transportation, how to find housing, all of those things you can find back on our channel. So go back and check that out. And also, if you have any ideas or there's any videos that you'd like to see, just drop us a line in the comments and we'll try to get to that for you. It's our aim to please as many people as possible. We only do this for a hobby. It's not like something we have to do, or I like for my kids to be able to see it, and especially my grandkids, to see what Grandpa's doing way over on the other side of the world. So anyway, guys, we'll get started here. As again, you can see I love to tell that story, so I'm going to follow my notes here. One of the first things that I noticed, and it was something that I already knew after being here for 2 years in the Philippines, was that it's a low cost of living. It was one of the things that drew me to the area. And after 2 years, my opinion has not changed whatsoever on that front. It's definitely cheaper to live here, especially whenever you talk about housing, transportation, utilities, and water. Now, some people have a different experience than mine, but when it comes to the electric bill and water bill and things like that, my experience has been that it's way lower here in the Philippines than what I paid back in the middle USA, Missouri area. Of course, I'm sure that other people have had different experiences, and I mean, more power to you, but I'm just going to be honest with you. There's no way that I could live the lifestyle that I live here in the Philippines back in my home country of the USA on $1,000 a month, which is what I do here consistently and have no problem doing that. Okay? The next thing that I noticed is in the culture itself. Things move really slow here in the Philippines, and it's something that I appreciate. The fast pace of life kind of adds to stress and makes for a stressful lifestyle back in the West. And I really appreciate the way Filipinos look at things, and they're not in a hurry to get anything done. And, I mean, there's sometimes when you actually want to get things done in a hurry, and it's just an adjustment that you have to make whenever you move here. And I haven't had a problem making that adjustment. And also the bureaucracy here in the Philippines tends to move a little bit slower. They haven't fully automated and went digital in a lot of the bureaucratic departments here, like immigration and LTO, where you do driver's licenses and so on, and Philippine Statistics Authority. A lot of these places still work on pen and paper, and you're going to have to fill things out manually. But they're slowly starting to add those things digitally, where you can do more and more things online, which will streamline and make the process easier in the future. Another reflection is on the climate. It is hot. It's hot in the Philippines. The closer you get to sea level, the hotter it is. It's a little bit cooler here in Lipa, where we live. We're quite a bit above sea level, and there are other places on Luzon and even on the other islands where they have communities that are well above sea level, like Baguio and Tagaytay and Valencia on Negros Islands are ones that just come to my mind. And you can have 10 degrees Fahrenheit cooler just based on the elevation. You just have to be careful and choose where you're going to live wisely. But one thing I will tell you is that over the course of the past 2 years, my body has slowly acclimatized to the climate. I don't sweat nearly as much as I did when I first got here, and I noticed that the heat doesn't affect me in the same way. I don't have to use my air con as often as I did those first months when I got here, and that's another thing that kind of drives my costs down, which is a welcome blessing. Because the lower the costs are, the more money you can save, or the more trips you can make, and the more fun you can have. That you can just improve the quality of your lifestyle as much as you like, or as little as you like. It's really up to the individual what you can achieve here in the Philippines. The people here in the Philippines, very, very friendly. You always hear about the women here in the Philippines being very friendly, especially to foreign men, because they're looking for mates and partners to live their life with and try to improve their lives. But one of the things that I've noticed here is that the men are extremely open, warm, and friendly as well. I have many, many friends here in the plantation community and in the church that we attend that I would consider very close friends. And they invite us to their home for birthdays and all the occasions. And I tell you, there's nothing more fun than going to a Filipino party. They really know how to throw a party. The food is wonderful. The fellowship is very warm as well. There's music and karaoke. And if you don't like to karaoke, that's kind of too bad. You're going to have to get up and take your turn on the mic every once in a while if you want to fit in. But it's a lot of fun, guys. I mean, I enjoy the heck out of it. But the people are just so friendly. And for the most part, they all speak English. Their proficiency kind of varies from person to person, but it's not hard to have yourself understood or be understood at all here in the Philippines. You don't have any issues with that. Another thing that I've noticed, and this is in stark contrast to what I remember from the United States, is that here in the Philippines, senior citizens are treated with respect. They're almost revered in a way. The young people and youth here in the Philippines are taught from the day they're born to respect their elders, and it carries through all the way into adulthood. I mean, whenever you're part of a family, the young people, the people that are younger than you, teenagers, they'll run up and they'll touch your hand to their head, which is a way of blessing, and it's a sign of respect. And I do the same to the elders in the family that are older than me, even. Like Jen's aunt, I go up and I touch her hand to my head. It's just a sign of respect. And whenever you go to stores and things like that, as an expat, you don't get the senior citizen card and you're able to get discounts on prescription drugs and your groceries and stuff. But they definitely give you your front of the line privileges, and a lot of the movie theaters will give you the discount that they offer. They even have free movie days for seniors, and all you have to do is show an ID that proves you're over 60. And people don't have any issue. You don't get dirty looks when you go to the front of the line. It's like people genuinely are trying to get you to go to the front of the line at the SM Grocery because you're a senior citizen. They point you into the line that's designated for senior citizens. It's really refreshing. I know in the United States, senior citizens are, I know that when my parents first became seniors, it seemed like the culture and society was starting to shun the senior citizens and kind of push them to the side and say, hey, you've already lived your life, kind of stay out of our way and let us live ours. And it's not like that here in the Philippines whatsoever, and I'm very grateful for that and appreciative. It's refreshing. And another thing that just really, really stands out to me after being here in the Philippines 2 years is just the sheer natural beauty of this countryside here in the Philippines. Any direction that I drive from Lipa, I can see beaches, mountains, and forests, jungles, waterfalls, lakes, and it's all just so very beautiful. And it just takes my breath away, and I try to capture that on video so you guys can see a little of it. I mean, there's no way that I can get what it's like to see it in person. I can't really capture that on video, but I do the best that I can. Right now, our guys are coming by to get our garbage for us. That's the noise that you can hear on the side. These guys are very friendly, and they do a great job. Look, we appreciate them. That's what our homeowners association fees pay for. These guys do a wonderful job for us. Car passing by. It's just a beautiful day here today in Batangas City. Blue skies and white clouds. Temperatures moderate. It's not super hot out. It's just another great day here in the Philippines. Well, guys, that's going to kind of wrap it up for that. And all I can say is after 2 years, I don't regret making my decision to move here and live at all. I'm very, very happy that I decided to come and live here and make this my home. And it feels more and more like my home as time passes by. These last 2 years have went by very, very quickly, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. As always, guys, we appreciate you watching, and here's the crew number 2 coming by to get our stuff. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And as always, we appreciate you. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. We want to get these videos out and grow our subscriber base. The more subscribers we have, the more visible our videos become. So anyways, guys, thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.